That was defeat laughing its butt off because Tommy and I had to wear these dorky blazers with Chumley Prep patches stitched over the breast pocket. We also had to wear white shirts and striped ties. Worst of all, we had to wear neatly pressed pants. Hey, a lot of the time on board the Lost, we'd run around in swim trunks or shorts. Pants itch, especially gray woolen slacks. I don't know why sheep don't scratch their legs all day long. As bad as Chumley Prep was for Tommy and me, it was even worse for Beck and Storm. They had to wear plaid skirts and blouses with frilly collars. They were supposed to wear plaid bows in their hair, too, but the lady in charge of the girls' dormitory lost that particular stare down. Long story short, school was miserable. See, we kids are a lot like the wild things in that book by Maurice Sendak, where the wild things roar their terrible roars and gnash their terrible teeth. Beck even has wild thing hair. I think I got the terrible teeth. Putting the kids in a school with structure and attendance and having to raise your hand every time you needed to go to the bathroom was a lot like taking those wild things and locking them up in zoo cages. We lived for action and adventure, not rule following and test taking. And trust me, you can learn a lot more about the colonization of the New World by swimming around inside a sunken Spanish galleon salvaging conquistador helmets than you'll ever learn from a world history book. I'm sure school is fine for a lot of kids, but not the kids. It was crushing our spirits, forcing us to spend time with teachers who were smart but not half as much fun as our mother and father. And then there was Mrs. McSorley, an ancient librarian who kept bugging Tommy about an overdue library book he swore he never checked out. "We've only been here a week," he told her when she confronted him outside the headmaster's office. "I don't even know where the library is yet."
"Your name is Thomas Kidd, is it not?"
"Totally."
"And did you not, on October the 13th, 1982, check out The World's Greatest Treasures by Sir Walter Quinn?"
Don't think so. See, I wasn't even born in 1982.
"A likely story. Bring that book back to the library, Mr. Kidd, or I will mention this matter to the headmaster."
After Mrs. McSorley stomped away, Tommy and I realized something. Dad, the original Thomas Kidd, was probably the one who had checked out that book. He must have taken it out way back when he was a student here, I said. Tommy just nodded and got a far-off look in his eye. I mean, more far-off than usual. Mom and Dad called Tommy Tailspin because he always looks a little confused. "Huh," he said. Then he said it again. "Huh. What?" "Well, the book is called The World's Greatest Treasures. And when I was little, back before you and Beck were even born, Dad used to say, 'Tommy, if I ever found the world's greatest treasures, I'd hide them where no one would dare look. Inside the boys' room of my old prep school.' You think he meant the book? Only one way to find out. We need to round up Beck and Storm. It's time for an indoor treasure hunt."